everyone, welcome back to Heartland Farms. So I am currently putting ice into this ice bowl. I am in the process of processing tomatoes. So this is my week to get a lot of stuff done, a lot of stuff canned, especially the tomatoes. My goal was to make about 50 pints of marinara. However, our tomatoes are not turning green. And it's not just us. Apparently this is going on with a lot of people in Michigan right now. We've had such a mild August that it's not hot enough for tomatoes to turn red. So we're gonna have a lot of green salsa. The tomatoes that we did get out, I'm gonna turn them into marinara and ketchup. So that's kind of focusing down on what we're gonna be using. Thankfully, we won't need a ton of ketchup, so most of it's gonna be marinara. I currently have tomatoes in the water bath right now. So what you do is that you cook them for about 3 minutes in boiling water, and that softens them enough that you can just peel the skins right off of them. After that, you stick those hot tomatoes right into this ice bucket where they kind of hopefully cool down, and then you can peel the skin. And from there, we're gonna just process them. I have my processing station all set up. Over here, I have my ice bucket, tomatoes, my cutting board to do most of my work over. These two bowls over here, they are going to have the skin and the seeds put into them. Here, this is where I'm going to catch all the seeds so I can collect the juice below. I'm going to cook and simmer that juice for a bit just to kind of thicken it up. And here's where I'm going to put the tomato flesh to make into marinara. Alrighty, I just heard the timer go, so we're going to get going. This is what it looks like. How this one has the skin already off. Super easy to peel. Put the skins in there. Doing this one-handedly, so I apologize, I'm struggling. And then from here, this is when I'd use my thumb to dig into the flesh of it. Oof. It's gonna be kind of warm, so just heads up, it's hot still. The ice bath helps, but it doesn't completely remove all the heat. So normally this is a lot easier with two hands. I'm just using one for demonstration. With Romas, there's like two, I call them cavities, where you have to get the seeds out. Big steak, which is what this is, is like your average looking tomato. They have a couple more, so just kind of do some more digging. And then here I'll chop off this part and put the flesh into there. Alright, so that concludes how I process tomatoes. I don't use anything fancy, just kind of whatever I have around the house to kind of get the hot water bath and then the cold water bath, and then I just peel. All the scraps, the skins, the seeds, they all go to my chickens, so we put those in the compost for them to eat and enjoy. And then the pulp, the kind of the flesh of the tomato, I simmer down and I just cook that for about an hour on low. I kind of went through my book. The Ball Blue book. You can find this book at Walmart. That's where we found ours, at our local Walmart in the canning section. I just picked a recipe out of there, added a bunch of seasonings, and then I used my blender and just kind of blended it all together and then continued to cook it for about another hour until it got to the right consistency that I wanted. I kind of wanted it thick like spaghetti. It kind of came out more like a spicy tomato soup. So I kind of like it. It's gonna be really good with grilled cheese in the wintertime when it's super cold out and you just want something cozy. But not so much for our spaghetti sauce. I think if I omitted the spicy pepper in there, it would be a lot better. Out of all of those tomatoes that you saw, only 4 pints were made, and a pint and a half of tomato sauce was made. So that kind of gives you an idea. I don't know how many tomatoes I had. It was probably like 3 pounds worth, 3 to 4 pounds worth. But that's how much it takes to cook these sauces or make these sauces. So if you're looking to make sauces, I recommend getting a ton. We got a ton of tomato plants, and thankfully we did, because it's not hot enough. Like I said earlier, it's not getting hot enough for them to ripen. So we're gonna be making a lot of salsa verde, which is green salsa. And hopefully whatever we can get up to like 25 pints of like a spaghetti sauce or even a tomato soup. So even though this isn't a marinara, I could use it as a spicy marinara, so I'm going to count it as 4 towards my marinara. Because of the season we're having, I'm adjusting my 50 pints goal to 25, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I'm 4 down, 21 left to go. But as you can tell, my work tonight isn't over, so I'm going to keep going.